Hello, dear friends. Sometimes it is necessary for a difficulty to arise to better understand life, but the path of trauma produces suffering, and we should use gentler means of learning. Opinion piece: saturation, natural detachment, spiritual autism, cognitive overload, how to release the chains, jaded of this world, the path of tranquility, the art of resting in the soul, enlightenment through laziness. Laziness always feels a setting guilt. Transformation produces fatigue. Love is what makes the matrix fail. The rest is better than any practice. Let's start. In a moment of maximum realization, I am honest with myself and I listen to my soul pronounce, pronounce a single word with capital letters: saturation. Saturated with so much information, so much news, so many teachings, so much work, so many thoughts, so many problems, so many worries, so many responsibilities. In that moment of being fed up, you don't have to make any effort to cultivate detachment because I don't care about everything and I just want to rest in my poor soul and live in peace, love, and fantasy like the hippies. Sometimes it makes you want to howl like wolves to get rid of so much emotional overload of stimuli. They say that they have to screw us up so that we wake up, and I do not agree with this statement. It is good to detach from everything and not cling to anything, but it is bad to threaten people's livelihoods and survivals. That would be a suppressive act. Sometimes evil disguises itself as good, and the devil disguises itself as an angel of light. Definition: saturation refers to a state in which you feel overwhelmed and exhausted due to an overload of stimuli, information, emotions, responsibilities, or any other factor that demands your attention and energy. It is as if you have reached your limit, your ability to process and manage everything that is happening in your life, and you feel overwhelmed by the amount and intensity of what you are experiencing. Saturation can manifest itself in a variety of ways, including emotional, mental, and physical exhaustion. It can affect your concentration, your ability to make decisions, your emotional well being, and even your physical health. In that state, it is natural to seek a breath, space to recharge energy and find balance. Feeling saturated can be a sign that you need to take some time to unplug, relax, and recharge. It can be helpful to practice self care, such as meditating, exercising, spending time in nature, or just having quiet time to process your thoughts and emotions. Cognitive overload refers to a situation in which a human being's processing and attention capacity is overwhelmed by the amount of complexity of information that he must process at any given time. The multitude of notifications, emails, messages, social media, and other stimuli can leave people feeling overwhelmed, stressed, and having trouble concentrating on a specific task. Tranquility. The path of tranquility refers to an approach to life that seeks to find inner peace, emotional balance, and serenity amid the stresses and challenges of everyday life. It involves the adoption of new perspectives and the constant practice of skills that will help you find serenity in the midst of life's challenges and achieve mental and emotional well being. Cultivating detachment is the ability to let go of necessary needs and focus on what really matters. It involves letting go of negative thoughts and emotions that can contribute to anxiety and stress. Practicing mindfulness can help you be more present in the present moment instead of worrying about the past or the future. This could include meditation, deep breathing, regular exercise, reading, time in nature, and other activities that will help you relax and find calm. Take time to reflect on your values, goals, and desires. Knowing yourself better can help you make decisions that are aligned with what really makes you feel at peace. Relaxation. The Path of Tranquility, according to the Arcturians by Daniel Scranton. We invite you to remember all the moments in your life in which you felt that everything was falling apart, when in reality you were taking yourself to a better place. It continues to happen in all systems on Earth as well. And so, as people access their fear of collapse of one thing or another, remember that change is happening, and something when you are changing, you think about predicting what this will be like, how new systems will develop. You don't have to figure all that out, but you have to trust the path of tranquility and joy to experience those changes in your systems and easily and joyfully as you can. As easily, I mean. Let, let go of worry, fear, judgment, and resistance, and you will be on the ascension path that includes more ease and more joy. And also remember, excuse me, and also remember that the most important thing there is not what is happening outside, but what is happening inside you. It's a process of change and ascension, and it doesn't happen overnight. And you wouldn't want it to happen all of a sudden because you are here to experience it in a gradual, incremental way where you can see and feel your growth throughout the life evolution of your consciousness. Fatigue. Sananda by James McConnell. Many are tired of the old expression of the matrix illusion. Even if they don't know what the three-dimensional illusion is, they are tired of it and have had enough. They are claiming the truth. And as you have heard many times, the truth will certainly set you free. Establish yourself as individuals. Establish yourself as the collective that sets you free. Because you are meant to be free. You were always meant to be free. You have just participated in an experiment for longer than you originally anticipated. But here you are now on the cusp, nearing the end of this. You are getting to that point where a lot of things are coming out of the shadows, where the light is revealing those shadows. The truth is revealing falsehoods and not hiding reality for so long. Everything is coming out now. And you, each of you, have been anticipating this, not only in this lifetime, but for many lifetimes. You have been preparing for this moment. And here you are now, right here on the edge of the great awakening that is about to occur. Momentous changes will take place that will break the three-dimensional illusion once and for all. The truth is coming out. Prepare for the impact that is coming. And now, in that moment, that you are one and you are the one. Laziness. Enlightenment through laziness, according to Osho. You don't have to do anything to achieve enlightenment because it is part of your nature. You already have it. You are so busy with external affairs that you cannot see your own nature. Deep within you is beauty, silence, ecstasy, and bliss. Be kind to yourself. Just sit and do nothing, physically or mentally. I know it will be a bit difficult for you at first. That's not because relaxation is difficult. It's because you have become addicted to doing something. That addiction will take a while to wear off. Easy flows the river of consciousness into the ocean. Ease means disappearance of tensions. From this facility, everything is possible, because it is not a lack of energy, it is a fullness of energy. Without tension, it is relaxed energy. Meditation is not a science, it's not an art, it's a skill. All you need is a little patience. For a meditator, there are no dreams. Dreams and thoughts are first cousins, where there is not much difference. If the thoughts disappear, the dreams disappear. And if you are surrounded by silence 24 hours a day, you will come to know what the secret is. Neither the past means anything to you, nor do you worry about the future. This very moment becomes the only reality. In fact, it is the only reality. And if you can be in this moment, you can be in a distant star, but you will feel a serenity, a silence, a love like you have never known. All the world's religions have taught people to do something, stop the thought process, force the body into a still posture. But a forced body is not still. And all the prayers, concentrations, contemplations of all religions do the same with the mind. They force it. They don't let thoughts move. When the stillness comes by itself, when the silence descends without your effort, when you watch the thoughts and there comes a moment when they start to disappear and the silence start to happen, that is beautiful. Thoughts stop by themselves if you don't identify yourself, if you remain a witness and don't say, "This is my thought." It is said that the hip movement of the 70s was manipulated by the elite, and that is a half-truth to disqualify it. Sure, it was risked to degrade it, as they always do with all movements, but the original movement was authentic and hasn't surpassed the quality of the pop music that was born then. They also manipulated the music, but it was to take away from the quality from the 80s. But the original music was authentic. It is not news to say that the movement was risked afterwards, because they always do the same thing. Are they not doing it now with the awakening movement to try to suppress it? Messages. Kehler's daily message. Love is what makes the matrix fail. Love is what dissolves the veil. The greater the love of the human collective, the faster the matrix wakens and ends, and the veil that creates the illusion of separation from other dimensions becomes non-existent. Humanity is entering a time and dimension of peace, where everything exists in harmony. Each being will set the light and love in everything. With an open heart, everyone will be valued equally and treated with the greatest love and respect. Welcome to 5D Earth. Night Knowledge by Owen Awas. It is a little known secret that during the first 2 hours of sleep at night, human beings reconnect with their soul's consciousness in the spiritual realm, where most dreams occur overnight. The realms of the soul are beyond this state. Now reach soul consciousness. Your consciousness moves upward through the spiritual realms, and upon reaching the deepest sleep state, reconnects with your innermost state of being. During that time of reconnection with the core of your essence, you review the latest events in your life and plan what would be best for your next moves. You won't remember the experience consciously when you return to your physical body, but your soul awareness is always there in the background, ready to be accessed at any time by conscious intention. News. Breaking news. Donald Trump declares that the Department of Defense and the Space Force have the real results of the 2022 elections. General Flynn believes that banks will deny people the use of their digital money. Message from Charlie Watt. Stay tuned because timing is everything. The stage is set for a dramatic denouement, where the powers that be will be held accountable. The truth will prevail, and the new dawn is on the horizon. China says no clean energy, rendering the West's effort futile. According to Max Thira, Fitch warns that he may be forced to downgrade dozens of banks, including JP Morgan Chase. The economy suffers and Wall Street pretends it doesn't. Blockade of Maui by Michael Baxter. The White Hats have confirmed that they are preventing relief convoys from delivering food, water, and other essentials of life to displaced people who have been roaming in the island like zombies since the fires. They turned the tropical paradise into hell. A senior Davos Forum official named Yuval Noah Harari, who is Klaus Schwab's right-hand man, has called for so-called conspiracy theorists to be banned from the internet due to their dangerous belief that the elite controls the world. He, on the other hand, believes that, in quotes, we do not need the vast majority of the population because technology will make it possible to replace people. Harari previously admitted that the Davos Forum is creating a technological Noah's Ark on Earth that would only benefit the elite and bragged that the global elite will be able to use this power to escape a mass extinction event that they would create as part of the depopulation agenda. I hope they fail. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.